Hi guys, it's Christina from Redefine Creative, and I am super excited to be guest designing for Memory Lane Scrapbook, which is an online scrapbooking supply store. And I am going to have a process video for you for the next few Sundays. And I am mainly focusing on the new Pink Paislee Wild Child collection, and I'm focusing on the boy version of that kit. So the owner over there had asked me if I would be interested in working with this particular collection. And so I am super excited to be working with this one. But I have been reading and hearing a lot of things lately about how this Wild Child collection has a boy version and a girl version. And so what I wanted to do is kind of show you that it doesn't really have to be a boy version and a girl version. So just because this is meant as more of the boy collection does not at all mean that you must create boy pages with this particular collection. And so I am actually making a page for my daughter's album with this collection today. So I've taken that gorgeous blue and white striped background, and I've just cut it down a very small amount so I can put a black border of cardstock around the outside. And then I took this kind of lime green paper, and I'm going to use that as this kind of triangle in the bottom left-hand corner. And that's where I want these three little photos to live. So I've taken one 4x6, and then I have three 2x2s that I wanted to put down in that left-hand corner. And in this collection, there is a lot of this blue and green, and then there's pops of red foil. And I really wanted to kind of emphasize those red pops a little bit more, but there weren't a lot of elements in the collection that I wanted to use for that purpose. And I know in the back of my mind, this is my first layout with this particular project. I don't want to use up all my stuff. Like, do you guys ever have that where like you get a brand new collection or a new kit and you're like, I don't want to use all my stuff. So I pulled out just a few things I wanted to use. And then what I went ahead and did is I used my die cut machine to cut out some stars. And these are some star dies from Crafter's Companion, and it's a collection by Sarah Davies, and it's just a set of stars. And so I went ahead and grabbed a really, really old piece of red vellum and cut a bunch of stars out of that vellum, and that's going to kind of bring in that pop of red that I wanted to have throughout this layout. So now while I'm doing this kind of layering up these embellishments, I went ahead and I'm backing each of those little 2x2 photos with black because I do have pops of black throughout this layout as well. And I know in my head that I think I want to do some hand stitching, just some real subtle stitches in a few different spots. And so I know that I'm going to stitch with black, so I want to make sure I have those little tiny pops of black to go along with that stitching. And then I'm just kind of putting in, I have a couple of little labels, a red foil label. I'm putting where my stars, where I want those to go. Just kind of figuring out how I want the layout of this particular layout to go. And then I'm going to grab the rub-ons. And these are also from the Wild Child Boy collection. And I just cut out the entire section of stars. And so there's two of those sections. And I'm going to put one of those big sections of stars in each of the corners of this photo. So one in the top left and one in the bottom right where my embellishment clusters are. And so that's going to get layered underneath those red vellum stars, which is a really neat look because the star rub-ons still show through the vellum. So you can still see them even if they're covered up by the edges of the vellum star. And then I added that little tab down there that just says bold and brave. And then I grabbed the chipboard words and I just put have courage down along the very bottom of my layout. And then I'm adding some of the puffy sticker stars to my embellishment clusters. And then I also wanted to put in some of these phrases. And these are from Tim Holtz, the Chit Chat books, which is just tons and tons of phrase stickers. And so I'm including things like, and so the adventure begins, take risks, be awesome today, be fearless, do more than exist, and believe in yourself. And these all kind of go along with the theme of this page. This was one of these big, like, huge obstacle courses that we went to in Colorado. And it's pretty high off the ground, and you have to go from one side to the other through all these different obstacles. And then you end up ziplining off the edge of the platform at the end. And if you look in the close-ups, there's like 3 different levels. So to be an expert, you have to have kind of passed or mastered all 3 levels. And so my daughter was really good on the first one and most of the second one, and then the third one was really high in the air. So this is really kind of saluting the fact that she did it and she made it through, and I am going to add that journaling in as just a little hidden pocket. And the fact that she showed courage and perseverance and made it through. And I did add a few enamel dots, and that's going to do it. So you can see where I put my little subtle stitching, my enamel dots, and I am done. Do make sure you click on the link down below and check out the Memory Lane Scrapbook store. She has some amazing products. And you can use the code SECRET20, so SECRET20 for a discount in the store. And I will be back and see you again soon. Bye!